All right, so this is going to be SRG tracking. On the back, when you've completed these problems, you'll know if you've completed them right or wrong and how much help you've gotten from Miss Niebuhr. So hopefully we all hit the target, which is apply the Pythagorean theorem to determine unknown side lengths in right triangles in real world and mathematical problems. In 2 dimensions, this is level 3. Using the Pythagorean theorem, show your work. Show your work. Use the Pythagorean theorem to solve each problem. A boat has a sail with measures as shown. How tall is the sail? They've already drawn the picture for us, so we don't have to do that. We need to remember to underline the question, circle the numbers, and when we have completed number 1, we should be able to write in a number here. The sail is blank feet tall. Okay? Remember that the Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. All right? Remember that the longest side is c, and it's called the hypotenuse. The longest side is C, and it's called the hypotenuse. All right? We have 2 legs. We're missing 1 leg, aren't we? We're missing 1 leg. So we must be solving for this. Whether it's A or B, you decide. All right? You decide whether this is B or A or B. Remember to plug in your numbers where they belong. That was where I saw a lot of the mistakes yesterday. All right, number 2. Kelsey drove on a back road for 15 miles from Benton to a lake. Her friend Paul drove 12 miles on the highway from Middlevale to the lake. This area is shown on or at the right. How long is the road from Benton to Middlevale? We're circling the numbers. I just underlined the question, circling the numbers. Okay, the longest side is C. The longest side is C, and you need to decide whether this is going to be A or this is going to be A, right? You decide on the legs. The road is blank miles long. Show your work over here. Number 3, a 14-foot ladder is leaning against, let's box that in. It's leaning against a building as shown. It touches a point 11 feet up from the building. How far away from the base of the building does the ladder stand? Base is important, so boxing in that word. And here's the question, how far away from the base of the house does the ladder stand? Circling numbers, circling numbers, circling numbers here. This 11-foot goes to this side. It's not the area, okay? So again, this is side C, and you need to decide whether this is A or B or B or A, okay? And you're putting in the answer to this. The ladder stands about blank feet from the building. The ladder stands how many feet from the building? That's what we're solving for. Number 4, this gangway connects a dock to a ship as shown. How long is the gangway? There are no numbers here, but there are numbers here, and they've already drawn the picture for us, so we don't have to draw the picture. Yay! The gangway is blank feet long. This is definitely side C. It's the longest side. We are solving for C, side C, the longest side. Notice that we have side C here, we have side C here, and we have side C here. So we must be doing a different operation when we set up the Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. All right, so we don't know what c squared is, but we do know what a squared is, and we do know what b squared is. Again, you have to decide which one's a, which one's b. But I think we're going to be doing a different operation than what we've been doing on number 3, number 2, and number 1. Because we already had side C in number 1. We already had side C in number 2. We already had side C in number 3. We don't in number 4. All right, so the gangway is blank feet long. Fill in the blank. Number 5, about how long is the lake shown at the right? About how long is the lake shown at the right? So how long is it? How long is the lake? Long, I'm gonna box that term. How long is it? Circling numbers, and wow, okay, that's the longest side, isn't it? We can see that. That's the longest side. And this is a mark, meaning a right triangle, and the hypotenuse, or side C, is always across from that. So we definitely know that this is side C. So however you solve number 4 is going to be, or what operation you use to solve number 4 correctly is going to be the same operation you use to solve number 5. Meaning, do we add or subtract? Do we add or subtract? Because again, we're solving for C. You're filling in the blank. The lake is about blank kilometers long. All right. Good luck. I know you'll do well. Also, when you're finished and you've corrected your work, you should mark on the back of your paper whether you are at a 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, or 3. Or maybe some of you are even at 4s. Maybe some of you are even at 4s. Thanks for working so hard.